Hey guys, it's Suzanne and welcome to my 44-week update. So I wanted to talk to you guys this week a little bit about some of the changes that I've been going through with losing all the weight and kind of getting used to knowing that the scale will probably be slowing down now that I'm closer to my goal, and just kind of making some adjustments now that I have been doing keto for so long. I have noticed that tracking has been something that I've started to get a little bit tired of doing. I made a commitment to do that for a year, and I think the reason why it was so important for me was because I had no idea about what my caloric intake was, and I had no idea how many calories different foods have, and really it was a huge learning experience for me because I was able to learn about my habits, how many calories I eat in a day, what my macros look like, and I learned a lot about food. There's definitely a lot of things that I was like, gosh, I had no idea that had carbs in it, or just knowing how much protein is in certain things. So it's been a really great learning experience. I find myself now kind of logging at the end of the day and going through the motions. I don't measure anything anymore. And if I feel like I need to regroup and come back to that, I definitely will. But after my 365 days of logging, I am probably going to start taking a break from logging. Like I said, I've already just kind of fill in for the end of the day so that you guys can get an idea if you're following me for meal ideas and things like that. But I definitely don't plan on tracking for the rest of my life. So it's definitely an adjustment that I'm going to make slowly and just kind of see how it goes. That being said, I definitely do recommend for people who are starting to track because it's a huge learning experience. It doesn't have to be something that you do forever, but it taught me an awful lot, and I definitely recommend that. So let's go ahead and get to my 44-week weigh-in. Good morning, guys, and welcome to my 44-week weigh-in. 197.8. So that's a loss of 0.4 pounds for the week and a 44-week loss of 91.2 pounds. So as I said earlier, I have really started to notice that my weight loss has slowed down. I honestly expected that to happen once I started getting below the 200 mark. And I'm honestly not that concerned about making too many changes because I feel like I'm at a pretty good balance, and I'm perfectly fine with it slowing down. I'm perfectly fine with, losing a half a pound, things like that. Now, of course, you're always really excited when you can lose a little bit more. But I mean, 91 pounds in 44 weeks, it's really hard for me to complain about anything. And I'm just very happy. Like, I feel very comfortable. I'm making little adjustments along the way still. I'm still being honest with myself about the things that I'm eating and accountable for those things. So I definitely plan on continuing on, but I'm not really going to make a whole lot of adjustments. I still failed at going to the gym this week, and I really do want to start lifting, but I did go out and walk. I went to the beach yesterday and walked around quite a bit. And, it is important for me to get more active in a fun way instead of having it be like a punishment. So I am going to do that. If you saw my post on Instagram today, I shared a picture of my back and what it looked like in the beginning and now. And that was so hard for me to post because I was so embarrassed of the way that I looked when I started this. And I think that's probably why I started, vlogging and reaching out to people after I had already been 10 weeks in, because I just felt really, really worthless, and I felt really bad about myself. And I wasn't going to post that picture because I was really embarrassed and I was really ashamed. And I thought, man, like, what if people are going to laugh at this? Or like, what if people say mean things? And then I was like, you know what? This is the very thing that I need to face. Like, I have to just be honest and say, hey, like, I was in a bad place and I let it get too far and I felt horrible about myself. And if you feel that way, I'm here to tell you that you can change and things get better and there's always a way. And so I really hope that you guys are continuing your journeys, and please let me know below how you guys are doing. I know that some of you send me updates, but I just love hearing about how you guys are doing, and all those updates are just so incredible to read about. So I definitely encourage you guys to work on the same thing that I'm working on, which is overcoming that guilt and embarrassment and shame that we associated with our bodies, even if you haven't lost any weight yet. It's definitely something that needs to be worked on as well as your diet, because a lot of times I think we all used food as a way to comfort ourselves through hard times. So it's definitely something that's really important to work on. So let's go ahead and get to this week's Keto Spotlight. This week's Keto Spotlight is on Christian, and I found Christian on Instagram, and he just looks amazing, and his story is so incredible. He also lives really close to me, so it's really cool, and hopefully we will be able to meet up one day. I'm trying to arrange like a keto meetup for San Francisco, so if you live in the area, definitely let me know. So here are Christian's stats. He's 27 years old and 5'8". He started the ketogenic diet June 8th, 2015 at 205 pounds. He currently weighs 168 pounds, which is a total weight loss on keto of 37 pounds. Now, Christian's highest weight was 265 pounds. So before starting keto, he had already lost some weight, which leads to a total of 97 pounds lost. So thumbs up to Christian for losing 97 pounds. Now, I asked him what he did to lose the first amount of weight, and he said that it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. He said that it was a lot of working out and being kind of hungry and being a little bit miserable, and then he eventually hit a stall, and whatever he was doing, he just couldn't seem to get anywhere. So he found out about keto through progress pictures, which is really funny because I did as well. And it sparked his interest, and he started that. And he said now he couldn't keep the weight on even if he wanted to. It's just been so amazing for him. So I asked Christian what his favorite foods are on keto, and his favorites are steak and cauliflower mash, chicharrones with guacamole, and thin slim chocolate muffins with Arctic Zero ice cream. I asked him what his advice would be to someone who is new or starting keto, and he said, don't be afraid to reach out to the community for help or advice, because there are a lot of supportive people willing to help. We are all going through our own unique journey, and there are ketoers of all walks of life, many people who have failed and started back up again. It's okay if you had a bad day, just keep calm and keto on. And it's so funny that saying, a lot of people think it's cheesy, but I remember in my first couple weeks, I would be having a bad day or want something, and I'm like, keep calm, keto on. Like, I can do this. And sometimes just little positive affirmations can be really impactful. So I definitely agree with his advice, and he's amazing. Be sure to follow him on Instagram. I will have that linked below, and he's also on Twitter at the same username. And you guys can see all of his amazing food pictures, and he just has so many awesome ideas. So definitely check out his Instagram. So thank you guys so much. I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye.